I want to show you 4 strategic steps that you can use to convert any GDScript into a visual script in Godot engine, even if you don't have a huge experience with coding. A huge shout out to Danny who asked me to make this video, and to all my amazing subscribers who are supporting this channel and sending me donations for my free resources on itch.io. Thank you so much. You all are the best. Now let's get into the video. So right now I have 2 scenes here and I want to be able to switch to them using visual scripting. So let's assume I don't know anything about it. This is your first time to use this. So the first thing you want to do is simply, you can go to YouTube to search for a video on how to do that, or you can simply go to AI. You can simply use your AI to generate this. So I've been able to generate, I just asked AI, GDScript for changing from scene 1 to scene 2. So now it's giving me something. So the main thing I just try to do is I actually try to get the different functions that I'm going to be using. So these are the things I'm actually going to try to find, and we'll have the rest file in this sense. So these are the things I'm going to be checking. And if you look at here, we'll have things like action pressed. So I'm going to be using this. So this gives me an idea of what I need, the kind of functions I need. So the key function that I need now is to get tree and change scene, and then the rest file I'm going to be using. So I'm going to get that idea, and I'm just simply going to go to my Godot engine and I'm going to get that. So the first thing I'll do, I'll just go to my scene and I'll right click and I'm going to attach a script. And so I'm going to call this my scene1 script, and I'm going to create put it in a scene. So make sure that you are working with a script, and then I'm going to just come in here. So once I come in here, I want to be able to create a button that is going to do something here. So what I will do now is I have a button that I have created already. If you come in here, this is what it looks like. This is my button, and I'll go to my signal and I will connect this button to my press. So signaling to the example that I actually have of the pressed thing that I actually have. So if you look at here, we'll have the pressed thing here. So we're just trying to actually get that particular idea. So once I click on that, I connect that signal to this script. So I'm going to just click on that to connect it. And once I connect it, I'm going to actually make this a bit bigger. So I'm telling it now. So the first one we have is, I'm going to look at the next script that I actually have. So I'm going to have something like get tree. Understand? So if I come in, I'll right click, I'll say, let's say for example, I'll try to do get tree. So you see here, I have get tree and I have my get scene tree. So I'm going to just get that. Then under it, I actually have the next thing, which is the change scene. So I'm going to also get my change scene to file. So if I will actually have change scene to file, so I'm going to get all of it. And now I'm going to just come in here and paste this. So if you look at here, we don't have that. So I'm going to try to put this. In fact, I'm going to just cancel this. So I'm going to start with change, and I will put change scene. So but if you see here now, it's not here, so I'll have to search for where I can find this. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag it from here. So these are the ways I'm going to be testing out. So I'm going to try change scene, and you see now I can see change scene to file right now. If you paste that, let me see if it will be able to see it. So it's able to see it right now, change scene to file. So I have change scene to file that I'm going to have here. So the next one is a bit tricky. So the next one that we'll actually have is a bit tricky. So I'm going to just show you here, and I have the res. So this one now, to be able to actually get that, it's a bit more difficult. So but we can be able to figure something out. So I'm going to just right click and I'm going to paste that. So if you look at here now, I have my resource loader. So this is my path that I actually have. So I'm going to just get that. So now I'll be telling this script now and tell, okay, how do I connect this? So you see, if I have my path here and I also have path here, so with that I can infer that this is here. So this something, imagine this is the first time I'm trying to do this. These is the steps I'm going to be taking. And now when I click on the button, it should change the scene and get that scene tree, and it should get the source from here. So this source here now, I'm going to get the source. So to do that, I'm going to come back here, make sure that I'm still selecting this source. You can be able to collapse these things if you don't want to see them, so that you can be focusing on what you need. And this one too. So next thing, I will want to go to my inspector and look at my path. I'm going to click here and I'm going to go to my scene 2, yep, and I have my scene 2 over there, so I can just simply select the scene 2. So right now, so whenever you see this particular thing, this is an error. So one of the things that I do is whenever it does that, just go over here. You can drag this out from here and you see you can have that get path. So you see that you get the actual link. This is what you want to be seeing so that it's not going to be having any issue. You just connect it to here and you have change scene to file, and now we can be able to actually test this game to see what it looks like. So once you come in here and you click on switch screen, you see it just changes immediately to scene 2. So these are my 4 steps for writing new Godot 4 visual scripts for my games, and now you can see that it's a lot of work. But if I can do it, so can you. If you want to get started with Godot 4 visual scripting today, then you need to watch the videos in the description to get started. If you have made it so far, I want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.